Hello everyone, this is going to be a quick guide on how to change or revert your save file on the First Berserker Khazan. Now, this is what worked for me, and I can't guarantee that it'll work for you, but if you follow these exact steps, it should work. Now, first, as always, you should make a safety precaution and back up your saves. Now, I can vouch for this working personally, but always back up your saves when you're messing with files in the first place. So, what's going to matter here is your profile settings file. So go here, and at the bottom, if you're on new game, if you want to change it to easy, there should be a file here at the bottom. Actually, I can show you right here. Let me go into the settings here. At the bottom here, just E difficulty type. You can change it to easy, and that will work on new game. But if you're on new game plus, you'll have to do it this separate way. So what worked for me was completely deleting this file and then going into Steam and verifying integrity. You go here from installed files. Now, I don't know if this step is necessary. It's only going to take a few minutes, so it's up to you if you want to do it, but you want the exact steps for how I did this. That's how I got it to work. So when you go into the game, you'll be able to change the settings. Now, before, I was editing the file back to normal from easy, and it was working, but the options menu became completely non-functional, meaning that most of the settings, if you click left or right, it wouldn't actually do anything. So when I made a fresh file, it actually completely just worked. So the way to find a file, the save file, is you go to C, Users, Owner, App Data, Local, and somewhere in here, First Berserker Khazan, saved, save games. And then there'll be a bunch of numbers. I think this is your Steam ID. So go in here and you'll have the file. Go in here, delete this, and then go back into the game. You'll know if it worked, firstly, because it's going to make you accept all the terms of service, and then it's going to tell you about the driver warnings, and then tell you about the patch notes. So once you do these steps, you should be able to go straight into the game, and you should be able to change the settings. So I've got a new Game Plus file ready here. Let's go into the game really quick. Like I said, the only thing that worked for me was completely deleting the profile settings file, which I didn't have to do before, but when I went to New Game Plus, it was the only way I could get it to function. Alright, so let's get into the game here. Okay, so if it worked, you'll be able to go in here, and you'll be able to change it back to easy or normal. Another way to make sure that it worked is to go in here and equip plate armor. Like right now, I'm using the Bloodthirsty Fiend set. And if you're on easy, you'll be at agility A with this, with a little bit of strength investment. But if you're on normal, you'll be at B agility. So that's the easiest way to check that it worked without having to look for like minute differences and stuff. So yeah, that's how you can change your difficulty. You can go from easy to normal or vice versa via this method. Thanks for watching.